This right here is the archetypal skinny fat physique. This is a physique with minimal muscle mass, usually excess body fat, and a touch overweight. And this type of physique is becoming the norm for most guys to have. So the question of this video is, how does one with the skinny fat physique lose belly fat, build muscle, and stay lean? Changing the skinny fat physique can be broken down into 3 different areas: weightlifting, fat loss, and food. They all kind of intertwine with each other anyway, however you should focus on them separately, especially to begin with. So the first area, weightlifting. This in my opinion is the single most important aspect to focus on when trying to change a skinny fat physique. The skinny fat physique primarily comes from a lack of muscle mass, so the priority should be to build muscle. And above losing body fat and getting your steps in and doing a load of cardio, building muscle will make the most difference to this type of physique. And a lot of guys go wrong here because they think the solution to this physique is to just lose body fat. But the thing is, if you just lost body fat, you would then become extremely skinny. I mean this in the nicest of way, but if you just lost a load of weight here, there's nothing to reveal underneath, and if anything, you might just look a little bit worse. So what's the most effective way to start building muscle if you have a physique like this? You obviously need to be weightlifting, but most guys think that they should be lifting weights 5, 6, 7 times a week. And although that is fantastic for 2 weeks before you realize that is unsustainable and you are completely knackered, your body is fatigued, and you simply can't be asked to work out anymore. The better solution is to be way more realistic in your approach to your workout plan and choose far fewer amount of days per week that you're going to train. This is why I'm a massive advocate for the full body workout split, and I think this is the workout split every guy with this physique should be going for. The full body workout split allows you to train 2 or 3 times per week. That is all you need. Don't let anyone else tell you that you must be training 5 or 6 times per week. You can make incredible muscle building progress with 2 full body sessions a week. 3 is going to be ideal. The full body split allows you to train each muscle group twice per week. It allows so much flexibility. It allows you to choose muscle groups you want to focus on, and you can train them more with higher frequency. As a beginner, you're also going to take far longer to recover between your sessions. And so training 2 or 3 times a week ensures you have enough rest periods between your workouts, so you can train well and recover even better. And focus on compound lifts. This physique does not just require you to blast biceps, triceps, side delts, things like lat pull downs, chest presses, deadlifts, overhead presses, squats. These are your bread and butter. Your compound lifts are the main thing to focus on, and your workouts, to be honest, could just be filled with compound movements. Most bang for your buck, the most effective, and you will make the most amount of progress, plus increase your strength at the same time. Now, just to help you guys out, I've made a full 3-day full body workout program you can download on my website. I'll put the link in my bio. Let's move on to the second area of changing this physique, which is fat loss. Common misconception. Guys with this physique think that they should be building muscle, which is correct. They think the only way to build muscle is being in a calorie surplus, which is not true. You can absolutely build a ton of muscle if you are in a calorie deficit. And this physique has excess body fat, so why don't we kill 2 birds with 1 stone, build a ton of muscle, and also lose body fat? This is why you should be in a calorie deficit. But you do not need to slash your calories in half and cry every night over a rice cake. A small calorie deficit, I would recommend around 500 calories less than you are currently eating. But again, hold your horses. 500 calories less does not necessarily mean less food. It means better food choices. For example, instead of having cereal, honey, and a latte for your breakfast, switch it up to eggs on toast with a black coffee. This will fill you up more, have less total calories, and add in way more protein. You see, if you focus on foods that will fill you up, are high in volume and low in calories, then being in a calorie deficit and reducing your total calorie intake by 500 per day really becomes easy. Stock your cupboards with meat, fish, vegetables, fruit, eggs, low-fat yogurts. These are the foods that are high in protein, highly satiable, which means they'll fill you up for a long period of time, and they don't involve many calories at all. Try to reduce your sugar intake, try to reduce your intake of ultra-processed foods. You'll start shedding body fat off in no time, and you'll also notice how much more energy you have. You're sleeping better, you have no mid-afternoon crashes, your energy level is stable. You'll have better workouts, better recovery. Everything changes once you get your diet in order, and it is so simple to do. Now, you can find out your calorie targets by going to tdeecalculator.com, inputting some details, and it will figure it out for you. Now, going along with the diet side of things for fat loss are your daily steps. If you're aiming for 8,000-ish steps per day, you're golden. You definitely don't need to be adding in 6 high-intensity training, cycling sessions where you're in a room with a bike seat up your bum. All you need to do is move a little bit more throughout the day. Getting your steps up throughout the day will burn more fat whilst keeping your energy levels high, not increasing hunger levels, and making sure your cardiovascular fitness is in check. Getting daily steps in is the definition of low effort, high reward. 8,000 steps a day takes 45 minutes. You can get this in by parking further away from the supermarket, always taking the stairs instead of the lift, just walking around the flat if you have a phone call. It's easy to do and makes a ton of difference. Now, my stance on cardio is if you enjoy running or cycling or whatever, then do it. Cardio is not something that is a requirement for fat loss and changing a skinny fat physique. My recommendation for cardio is doing a sport you enjoy. If you play tennis, then just do the tennis. If you surf, then just surf. You don't need to add running or cycling on top of that unless you enjoy it and you would be doing it anyway. You can get your steps in, focus on your diet, and have your weight training sessions, and that's enough. That's going to make you build muscle and lose fat. You don't need the cardio on top of that. The third area is food. We've already touched on quite a lot of things when it comes to food, but the main one here is protein intake. People say you should be having 1 gram per pound of body weight. For me, I think it's easier if you just aim for about 150 grams of protein per day, and that goes for everyone. But especially if you have a skinny fat physique, 150 grams of protein is going to be more than enough. But if you hit 150 grams of protein per day, you're within your calorie targets and you're eating the same foods every day, so you know that you're hitting your targets every day. You don't even need to track. I would recommend tracking your food intake for about a week until you dial in your macro intake, specifically your protein, and also getting your calorie target on point. And then you can stop tracking, because no one likes tracking their food. It's a massive pain in the ass that you just want to stop doing at the earliest convenience. So do it for a week, dial in, and then forget about it. And there you go. I realize that it sounds like a lot. What I've gone over, I've said multiple things about multiple topics. However, these are all just small changes. These aren't drastic differences to your lifestyle. The final point I will make is this will not take a month or 2 months. This is a process that could take a year or so. Delayed gratification is going to be your best friend here, and just have that in mind throughout. You'll probably get to month 3 or 4, look in the mirror and be like, holy shit, I look a lot different, I've lost a lot of fat and built muscle, but it's not going to happen after the first month. If you do have a physique that looks like this and you want to build muscle, lose belly fat and stay lean, then check out the link in the description. I have a 12-week one-to-one coaching program that is perfect for this, so check out the details of that, and hopefully I'll see you soon.